pores in your face, right? Nobody really likes that. So.
Nobody, yeah. With HD these days, we don't need
Oh my
to.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, hey everyone, I am Jim Gaston. You're on No Law Firm Left Behind. I'm joined today by Christa Carter. Krista, how you doing there?
I'm good. How are you?
Very, very good. Looks like we're both able to get a little bit of sun, so our additional lighting is kind of on maybe a little bit unnecessary. But so anyway, well, listen, everyone. Christa Carter is an incredible expert in the field of legal marketing. She is like the boss when it comes to this. And what she has to say today, you need to listen to. She's going to talk about what it's going to take for your law firm or you as a lawyer to market to your target audience in this post-COVID times, right? And things are changing very, very fast. So, Krista, I really appreciate you joining us. I know your time is valuable, but listen, I love to have my participants introduce themselves because I always butcher it. So if you don't mind, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, your incredible background at Strauss Troy, and definitely tell us a lot about the Legal Marketing Association chapter in Kentucky.
All right. Well, I'm Christa Carter. I am the marketing director at Strauss Troy. We are a full service law firm with about 50 attorneys in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. And we do a whole range of
A lot.
Yeah, we do a whole range. I've been there for 5 years. I am a sole marketer, meaning I am the whole marketing department, which is how a lot of my career has been. I've kind of been a do everything type of person. And before I was in legal marketing, I worked in fundraising marketing and in hospital marketing. So I have a long history of services marketing, which is what we're doing here.
Let me go back to Strauss Troy real quick.
Yeah.
Does Strauss Troy work with business customers and legal consumer, like home and private?
We do. We have a strong corporate marketing department. Mm-hmm. We also have real estate, commercial real estate. Okay. We work with both business to business and business to consumer. So
right, consumer law, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so I was going to say something kind of like you mentioned something that gave me a thought. You were a nonprofit fundraising, right? I know you were the Cincinnati Foundation, who I love. Good friend of mine, Marcel. Hi, Marcel. Is the IT director up there, or maybe CIO. I can't remember his title. He's just awesome. And so there's nothing harder from a marketing perspective than to ask people to give you money for donations. You get marketing because of that. Right?
Yeah. There. Yeah. You're not selling a product, you're selling a feeling.
Yeah.
And I think that's also important to remember in all services marketing that you're not just selling a product or a service, you are selling a feeling that goes along with that.
Yeah.
So one of the things that to me is important for marketing Strauss Troy is to not just sell our expertise, which in our service areas are both deep and very wide. We've got a lot of experience in that, but we're also selling that feeling. We partner with our clients. So we're also selling that partnership and that feeling of trust.
You know what? That's the word right there. To me, marketing is what builds trust relationships, right?
Yeah.
That is what really gets people to sign on the dotted line or make the purchase they're needing to pay or give you money, right? To give you money. I don't mean to make it dirty, but it's not dirty. It's a transaction that is a need that somebody has, but they're not going to do that if you didn't do your job and build the trust relationship through the marketing, through the messaging.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and I think you do a great job because it's a top-notch firm. Tell everybody a little bit more about the Legal Marketing Association, the Kentucky chapter. And we got it wrong, by the way, in our post. You're not president-elect. Chair-elect. You're the chair.
I'm the chair now. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about what you've done in the past with LMA in Kentucky and kind of what you foresee.
All right. So Legal Marketing Association is actually an international association, and I am the local chair of the Kentucky chapter. And we have local events a couple times a year. We've obviously had to switch that just a little bit to go more virtual, but we had a couple of in-person events last year. What we do is we'll usually have lunch and learns where we try to find something that our legal marketers would benefit from, and sometimes even attorneys would benefit from.
Right.
And we would host them because Kentucky is a large state. We would try to host them somewhere somewhat central, or we would kind of rotate where we would do them.
Right.
And so we've done like a media panel before. We've had, I think we had one where the dean of the UK law school was going to speak.
Oh, wow.
We do a lot of things. And then we also just have social events so that we get to know each other and bounce ideas off of each other.
And that's really it right there, is the clearinghouse of ideas and concepts, right?
Yes,
what are you guys doing? What's working for your law firm? And so listen, the reason I want to talk about the LMA a little bit is because you want members, right? That's what we're doing for. Part of this is to help people drive people to the LMA. And so is there a great exchange of information and ideas when it comes to the people that are in the LMA?
There is a really good chain. I mean, one, you get to see if things that you experience in your firm are consistent with other firms.
Yeah.
You might get ways to handle certain things, and you see what other firms are doing marketing wise. And let's be honest, when you are marketing, you do need to do a comparison of other, like do some benchmarking of other firms.
Yeah. You know what? You can't work in a bubble. If you're sitting behind your desk and you're trying to do what you think is brand new, the chances are somebody's done it and they've got some statistics on how well it works already.
Yes.
And so it's a great platform to share that information.
Yes.
So, now, do you have to be a marketer to join LMA? Your Kentucky chapter?
You do not have to be a marketer. We have some members who I believe are attorneys who are marketing themselves, and so they get to learn that way.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Legal Marketing Association conference next week. I leave Sunday for the conference in Las Vegas. Ooh. And
I'll give you $50 to lay down on something for me.
And so Monday, the first day, they always have kind of breakout sessions that are pre-sessions. And so I'm going to one that is for solo marketers and small firms. And so at that, it looks like there are going to be just attorneys who are in a solo practice who are trying to learn how to better market themselves.
Oh, gosh.
So if you have a stake in getting your legal services out there, then I would say look into LMA.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm in the post that's on LinkedIn. I put your LinkedIn profile so everyone can go and connect with you. So they should do that, and she will help you navigate LMA and maybe come to a meeting. And if you need a sponsor or something like that, you can count on us, right? We'll sponsor whatever you need. Okay.
So we have an event coming up in June that is going to be 25 tasks that legal marketers can do right now.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Count me in for a sponsor.
All right.
I'll attend. I'd love to attend.
All right.
The podcasts are marketing. So let's go through. We have some questions, right?
Yeah.
And so let's get right to it. I mean, I know we kind of been around the block a little bit on some other things, but from a marketing perspective, I'm a law firm /lawyer, right? Assume that I don't have a marketing professional. What do I need to do a little bit different right now during post-COVID times, right? I mean, before it was, look, I remember 25 years ago, if you didn't have the phone book, the cover of the phone book, the back of the phone book, the outer rim of the phone book, if you didn't have that, you weren't getting anybody. If you didn't have a park bench, you weren't getting anybody. If you didn't have a billboard, you weren't getting anybody. What do we do now? What's different?
So a lot of things have changed since COVID, and one of the big things is so many people are online a lot more often, not just for work, but connecting with people. And so that has changed how we do things. One of the things that I think would be important is get a good content marketing program out there. So you want to, first you have to generate the content.
Yeah.
But you're the content expert, so there should be plenty of content. So write a couple of articles about something you are an expert on, pick something newsworthy, and go from there.
Maybe I should do
On
the
a website, publish it on the website, then get it out on your social media channels.
Do people have to, lawyers today and have to write their own content? What are some of the things they can do to get content written for them?
Well, there are some content writing companies.
Yeah.
So we've talked to a few. Our firm prefers to generate content from within.
Yeah.
But I can always give some recommendations of some people who do that.
There are writers all over the place on Fiverr. I mean,
there are
all over the place. Right?
One of the things that is, I guess, unique to legal marketing, also I would say to medical marketing, because we had to have things reviewed by a physician, would be there's so much involved with the law. So some attorneys have trouble turning that writing over to somebody else who isn't an attorney.
Yeah.
So I have talked to a couple of people who are writers, and there's one person, I think his name is Peter Darling, who is an attorney, but he has a content writing business. So he generates content for firms, and
Peter
he has the background to do that.
Peter Darling's going to be very busy after the podcast.
He is, and I wish I would have loved to have worked with him, but our firm likes to generate content from within.
Not a problem. We'll put Peter Darling's link, I think, in the comments if we can. So, are in-person events important still, or are we leaning more towards virtual events?
I think in-person events are coming back for sure. Mm-hmm. And it's part of that relationship building. Mm-hmm. While virtual events are great, and virtual events have gotten us through the last couple of years, it's about relationship building. Yeah. If you see an attorney speaking about something they're an expert on a virtual event, that's great. And that is going to help you. But if you actually get to talk to that attorney after the event, mm-hmm. or get to feel more of a personal connection, I think that's going to take that marketing relationship further.
Yeah. I mean, that's the idea of marketing. The idea of marketing is just to generate the interest.
Right.
The sales part of it is building the relationship, the one-on-one relationship. And we keep, lawyers don't look at the word sales like I look at the word sales. I don't think it's a bad word, right? Right. Sales is just relationship building, showing people and through a relationship that I can do this for you, right? All you got to do, look at my experience. And if you don't have a relationship, they're not going to look at that. So marketing should build that up, right?
Yes.
Marketing should get that lead, if you will. Okay. And then the rest is really up to a lawyer. But does it stop once we've got that? I mean, should we continue to feed information to that lead, if you will, that prospect?
Yes. One thing we like to do is after a virtual event, we get people to sign up for emails, mm-hmm. and we send them the deck, of course, and then anything related to what they're interested in.
Yeah.
We want to keep it's awareness. And there's the marketing funnel, which is awareness, interest, consideration, mm-hmm. conversion, and then retention.
Yeah. Oh, I love them.
Whether we've converted them or not, we want to take them to that next step. So if they're interested, we want to convert them with that information. If we've already converted them and they're a client, we want to keep reinforcing that relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that information flow should ever change. Even after we've, and this is really in retention, it's almost like we want to continually educate, right? Yes. I'm a big educational marketer. That's what this is. This is educational marketing.
Yeah.
Right. And to segue that really quick, do you think lawyers should do podcasts and live streams?
I think it would be beneficial. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love to be able to do that. We have some really busy attorneys.
Oh, I
And so
know.
one of the important things about doing that, because we've had some people suggest it, one of the important things about setting up a digital presence is you don't want to set it up and then abandon it.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime somebody has an idea about doing something digital, I want to come up with a plan to keep it going.
Yeah.
So
And you can't be one person, unfortunately.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And I love doing this. This is our platform, and I've got Vinny and Dave. By the way, hi Vinny, hi Dave. But what we're doing is bringing in new faces, like you, for example. You're a fantastic new face. And that keeps it fresh, and it also makes it so it's somewhat consistent. You can count on a guest, right?
Yes.
It's not the same person over and over again. So if you're at one law firm, my thing is that if you're at a law firm and you're the sole lawyer, well, it's going to be hard to continually do a podcast over and over and over again.
Yes.
You need to be creative, or you need to change and flex your time. By the way, I'm getting the UPS. I'm afraid my dogs are going to bark in a minute. So we knew this would happen. We talked about it.
We did.
Oh, good. They're driving away. So anyway, but no, you're right. You can't abandon. I mean, we're at 120 episodes or something like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're relentless.
Yes.
But
that's what it takes.
I'm a lawyer, though. I mean, I'm not, but let's pretend for a minute. I'm a lawyer, and it's the billable hour or serving the customer versus marketing my firm.
Right. And that's my challenge in involving the attorneys in this, is that I realize what they have to get things done for the clients.
I didn't go to law school.
Away from clients to do stuff.
I didn't go to law school, but I can tell you that I don't know if there is a class on marketing your law firm in law school. I think some of the more progressive ones have done it, and are helping people, know how to start a firm and grow a firm, because that's important business.
Yeah.
It's part of business. But I don't think it's required. I don't know for a fact. Somebody maybe chime in on the comments and let us know. But it should be, right? Because you're, even as an individual attorney, an associated law firm, you should want to grow. You should want to gain clients. You should want to grow your firm. It's going to grow your billable hours, but it takes an investment. It takes an investment. So, let me ask you this. Let's if I am a lawyer, if I am a solo, let's just talk to the law firm that doesn't have an expert like you, okay, a marketing expert like you. But let's assume, we're in a law firm. I'm the owner of the law firm, solo or small firm. I don't have a marketing professional, and I've never outsourced. What are some baby steps you would suggest for that law firm, that legal professional?
If they have no marketing whatsoever out there, I think it's kind of getting to the basics, and that you want to figure out who your audience is.
Oh, that's a good one.
And what your message is.
Oh, that's even, wow. You hit on the, in my mind, now I know marketing, right? But for some reason in this question, I was thinking to myself, go to your LinkedIn profile. You hit the nail on the head.
I mean, there are tasks that you can do, but the tasks that you do really need to be driven by a strategy. And your strategy is built by who is your audience and what's your message.
Yeah. Who am I talking to and what am I trying to tell them?
Right.
Oh, wow. That's so I'm can we just workshop it for a second? Right.
Yeah.
I love doing this. I'm a domestic relations solo practitioner, right?
Okay.
There's dozens and dozens and hundreds of DR professionals out there, right? How would I go about considering what are some of the questions you think that you would ask? I should ask myself, what is who am I? What is my audience, and what am I trying to tell them?
Yeah. I mean, one of the this goes way back.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Oh, no. This goes way back, but I mean, this is one of the things that I did when I got to Strauss Troy is I thought about what is our unique selling proposition?
Mm-hmm.
What makes us different from other firms? So an attorney in a solo firm would think about what makes me different from other attorneys who do the same thing, because there's got to be something.
Yeah.
And so think about that, kind of work your thoughts around that. Like, for example, one of the things that we have is we have several of our attorneys are practicing collaborative law. So do you specialize? We don't use, but do you focus on a certain area? So maybe that's what you want to do. So then you're going to target a different group of people than somebody who wants a different type of divorce.
I learned on the USP, the unique selling proposition, a long time ago, that it's just as important to realize what is not unique about yourself. Right?
Yes.
And so
everybody's got something.
Yeah. And so what I learned was this is a nice way to help you with that USP, the unique selling proposition. Can somebody else say it?
Yeah.
Can my competitors say that? Oh, I give excellent customer service.
Well, everybody says that.
Everybody says that, right? We communicate better than anyone, right?
We always return your calls. Yeah.
We're for full service. If other people can claim that, it's not unique.
Right.
What is unique is I'm in Sharonville, or I deal with the wealthiest of the wealthiest or the poorest of the poor, right?
Right.
That's unique.
And if you are dealing with only that type of case, that is going to determine where you get your message out.
Yeah. I call that the watering hole,
Yeah.
Where you go, where the people that you're targeting, where are they hanging out? Are they on Facebook? Maybe they are. Maybe they're on LinkedIn. Maybe they're on Snapchat. I know it's funny. TikTok. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
I mean, here's a unique one. I represent TikTok influencers. That's unique.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what you're looking for. Listen, we're short on time here. We've run over again. We always try to hit 20 minutes. We're 3 minutes over. We could talk for hours on this because
we could, I love to talk about it.
You're great on this topic. So, but listen, everyone, I want to make sure that everyone knows how to contact Christa. Her LinkedIn profile, you go search her on LinkedIn. She's easy to connect with, but I also put a link to your LinkedIn profile in our post. But again, Christa Carter, just look for on LinkedIn. And we are here every Tuesday at 10:30 Eastern. But I mean, a lot of people know how to find the schedule for the show or find our old shows. We have a group on LinkedIn called No Law Firm Left Behind, of course, right? And so I would give you a pretty URL for it. Unfortunately, LinkedIn still doesn't give us pretty URLs for our groups. I'm going to get them to change that one day. But if you just go to LinkedIn and go hashtag No Law Firm Left Behind, you'll find something from No Law Firm Left Behind, or just do the search on LinkedIn. And if you want to find all of our past episodes, we're on all the podcast platforms, Pandora, iHeart, Spotify, the list goes on and on. You can go to our link tree here or just search No Law Firm Left Behind on Google. So, Christa, you've done a great job, a fantastic job. I think you've given us some good tips and some good insights. I really appreciate you joining us. I can't wait till you join us again sometime.
Thanks for having me, and I look forward to joining you again.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to have you on. There's definitely no doubt about it. But you and I have to connect up about the LMA event. When is that again?
That is, I think we decided it is June 21st.
Make sure we get some posts on it. I'll also make sure it gets on No Law Firm Left Behind for everyone. So, all right, everyone. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Christa, have a great day.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.